All right, this one's going to be nice and quick and easy, and it's going to save you a ton and tons of time. This is how to create macros in Excel. So here we have a basic Excel sheet with lots of different information on it. I'm just going to change a couple things and show you how to run the macro. So go to View, go to Macro, and we're going to record the macro. And I'm just going to call this Test 3 for right now. I'm going to make my control shortcut, let's see, Q, right? So Control Q is going to allow me to execute these things that we're doing here. And I'm going to say data cleaning 101, right? So my test macro name, test 3, and data cleaning. All right, so now I'm recording. So if you see right here, it says stop recording. I don't want to do that quite yet. So let's say the first thing I want to do is I want to insert a new field here. I want to make everything proper. So I might say event location. I don't want it all to be capitals. I want it to be proper as a data cleaning tool. So I'll say equals proper and select my cell, close the parentheses and press OK. Then I'll drop it all down, right? Great. Then I want to highlight anything that says Wilton Ave, let's say, using conditional formatting. So I'll go to Home, Conditional Formatting, highlight any text that contains Wilton. Go ahead and we'll make it blue. Let's say I really want to pay attention to that, so I want to make it blue. I'm just throwing some stuff in here, so there it is, it's blue. And let's say I want to click on E, and I'll find and replace anything that says W. I want it to be white, so I'll replace it all. It says it's all done. Anything that says B, I'll replace and make it black. And it says it just executed 276 replacements and so forth. And maybe I want to highlight any ages that are under 12. So highlight anything less than 12, and sure, red is perfect, right? So there we go. It's going to highlight all the different people who are under 12. And then the final thing I want to do is sort, right? So I'll select it all and I'll sort, and I'll go ahead and sort by, let's say, UCR code. Okay. Okay, and so now I'm sorted by UCR code, and there we go. And maybe one last thing I want to do is select anything in conditional formatting around any text that contains Campbell. Right, so maybe I want to make that yellow because that's really important to me. And there we go. And okay. So now, in order to stop the macro, so you can do one thing, you can do 100 things, it doesn't matter. But once you're all done executing all the processes and doing all the formulas, you simply go to View, and then you stop the recording. And then I'm going to X out of this so that I can show you how to apply it to all the files every single time. All right, so I'm not going to save the changes. So it says, do you want to save changes to January? I'm not going to save the changes because I want to come back in and apply all the macro to this same spreadsheet. So I'm going to say don't save. But I am going to save the changes that I made to my personal macro workbook. I want that test 3 to show up. So I'm going to click save. So I'm going to open up my Excel sheet. I know that you don't see it quite yet. Let me get it on, and then I'll switch on over and show you my sheet. So hang on here. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen once again, and you should be able to see it right now. Okay, so now I have my file. I came in, like every month I'm gonna do the same thing, but instead of me manually doing it, I'm gonna run the macro. So I go on up to View, and I click on macros, and now I go and I view my macros, and mine was called Test 3, right? Data Cleaning 101, and I'm going to simply press Run. And take a look at the screen now. It's the original form, and I say Run. All of the things were just executed. If you noticed, it sorted it by UCR code. It highlighted Campbell, and I think somewhere down here we have the blue highlight of wherever that ended up. There it is, right? Also, you'll see all the W's turned to white, all the B's turned to black, and then the ages were highlighted. So we have an 11-year-old, we have a 2-year-old, anyone where it's blank or it is under 11, right? is done. So as you can see, macros can really make your life so much easier. If you find yourself creating a new date field or creating a new time field or doing, any data cleaning processes, you trim, proper, substitute, any text to columns, anything that you're doing on a regular basis, creating sums and standard deviations, all of it will be possible by simply creating a macro and then simply running the macro. So you go to view your macro. So you just want to be careful about which one you're actually doing, right? So you might have separate sheets, like maybe you have a ComStat one that looks the same. So the sheets got to look the same. They have to have the same variables, but all you got to do is run. How easy is that? That's a ton of fun, and I just love that because it really truly does save so much time.